Maybe.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, everyone. It's I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Should not have done that. Should not have done that. Woo! Okay. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you, yes, you particularly, go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. We are also made possible by sales of the Big Stumpy Robots line of books and games. And hates and hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand. My brothers and sisters, stand. I say stand against the forces of darkness. How are you, my duckies? We've got a lot to discuss, a lot to do, and it's going to be a very special day. So, before we get into any of that, we're going to deal with a little bit of the, elephants in the room. Yes, I am dual braced again. I got 2 weeks till the sprains in both my wrists settle down. Woohoo! It does mean thou shalt not shovel thine white stuff outside for me. So, there are worse times to have to deal with this. And it also means a delay in some of the teachings of folks. You see, I am wearing my Grimm issued Hawaiian shirt because some of you may not know it, but our dear friend of the channel's birthday hit yesterday, and they are indeed 18, which means Invites to certain rooms that may or may not be of the greenish category have been issued. Shenanigans are running a plenty, and I am trying to offset what I can for them. Now, my accountability. Over the course of this weekend, from the last time you saw me, I hung out with my wife because the 7th, which is Friday, was my anniversary, and we did lots of quiet, cuddly things because that's what she wanted to do. So, vast quantities of hanging out, vast quantities of sitting back and enjoying only the finest of freely available Chinese uh, docudrama things. Staying up entirely too late because while the whole time I've known her, she's been a go to bed by 10 girl. Something about these things, I basically have to tranquilize her, her, to get to go to bed. She loves these. So, that is going to be a adjustment as I get back to running winter schedule, which means getting up much earlier to be able to do things like clear snow and set things up and catch up with the things we put up. Now, guys, we have a lot going on. Big shout out to Joe. Joe Bachman is actually lurking in the background, and he was there as I came in with a mighty 38 seconds before the stream, because of course there was an overnight update, and my box was doing the whole tell me good things. To the makers of Windows and Microsoft and all you good, I appreciate the updates. I do. I like that my system theoretically is stable, theoretically runs, and theoretically does what it's supposed to do. I would love a big AI off switch so that all the wasted resources for that garbage could be done to run. But what I don't need is a billboard that I have to navigate to get into things. Likewise, I love StreamYard. But if you logged on to StreamYard today, you found out that they've got multi-aspect ratio shenanigans. I can't remember what the S was. I'm going to assume it's streaming, which would make sense, but it fell off my brain for a second. But in trying to come skidding in, I had this beautiful animation of Mars, and StreamYard is going to Mars. Woohoo! Okay, I don't know what that's about, but we figured it out. We're here. Blessed is Joe Bachman. That man's been working his butt off to get Indie CD back where it needs to be, and I can't wait to start running the ads again, and or the new ad, and or whatever we do to promote the wonder that is all that. So we have that covered. In other bizarre and related news, I may be tinkering format-wise just a little bit because I find myself going through long periods where doing things like Nick Knows Nerf, right, doesn't constitute a whole episode. I'll have one or two little tidbits, but that doesn't really warrant the setup for a whole episode. So instead, Nick Knows Nerf will be, unless I have something spanky going on, a segment. Because why not? I can do a segment, bring out the Nerf blaster, talk about it, yeet it, and get on with my day, making this morning show a little more bizarre. At one point, we had talked about having news with 100% more Nerf news, and I have saved this icon just in case I need it because Joe inflicted, this lovely diagonal white on a possibly yellow partial 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 gradient thing that is meant to be a sunset but has that and behold the bowels of Hades, let us rip and tear kind of feel to it. And it lives right next to my emergency empty behind the Joe chair on my assorted uh, overlays. Some of that all is going to get updated too. I am planning some end of the year tweaks as we approach the holidays so that I can make sure that broadcasting in 2026 is the, how should I say it, the professional and elegant event that you guys have come to know and expect from Nevermind the Furthermore since it was gifted to yours truly by the great and mighty BKM. You know, all honor on his name. But beyond that, we have a couple of viewers. Hopefully, my son is watching this on the big screen. Hi, Xander. Okay. Because we're experimenting with that again. And we have some stuff coming up. So now that Mandy's back at work, now that my conventioning is done for a couple months, I get to finish setting up my printer scanner. I get to finish tweaking that printer and working on a few other things around here. I am excited because I'm actually incredibly slowly making progress. And slow progress is progress. Writing wise, between now and the end of the year, possibly in time for Christmas, I would love to get some don't make the joke, Nick. There's still young years here. Churro could be present. Anyway, I would like to get some new things published in 2026. I have a lot of projects that are nearing completion that had to be put off for other disasters. However, it might shock you that my already glacial typing speed is mildly impaired by the fact that I'm back in braces. We will see. Also, please be patient with transitions and things, as once again, I'm having a little bit of difficulty between the weather and the braces, making the channel shifts to make sure everything goes. You guys never give me trouble, but I take perfectionism incredibly seriously. I'm just very, very bad at it. So, expect more writing, expect a lot more art. I will have to take the braces off, for at least one of the braces off for the art streams, but I will suffer for your amusement. I usually do. Now, beyond that, I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is doing well. Given current events, I want to remind everyone, regardless of if, our overlords throw us extra bread, still shop small, support local, support charities. Be kind, but keep your pantry stocked this year, okay? Because the world may get a little spicy, and I'd rather have you guys fed and safe than have the newest device. And I just realized why I had a micro SD cable in here. Anyway, I've been meaning to listen to some music while I get some things done, so I might bring this guy out. See. I use technology. I just prefer it to be of the clunky, ancient, and possibly diesel powered. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna run an ad. Um, I don't think we're cleared for Indie CD ads yet, are we? Okay, just checking. I will do a Fat Guy Happy Dance when that arrives. So that means I have to run a different ad to start the day. That's okay. I usually downshift into this ad because I'm sure, as the white stuff sticks, that the lovely Trelana Bachman will be doing more crafty things. So be back in just under a minute. All right, folks, we are back and better than ever. Well, I am super behind in the chat. Oh, hi, Joe. Wow. Yep, you're going to have a lot of misclicks as I get used to working around the braces again. So, but an additional hi to Joe is never a bad thing. Let me get through this comment dump, and we will be back. Oh, okay. It is doing things. Whew. First through the door at 6 a.m., Dan Hollifield. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Hollifield. Somebody may have written a new story that is in the tweaks. I may have had the pleasure of looking at it. Ooh, it looks good, Dan. Good morning, and good morning, Carl. And he is greeting Dan and everyone. I love it. And Donna says, boss, snowing Monday morning, everyone. Hi, Dan, Whisper Dude. Okay, this is what I like to call warning winter. What happens is we get a nasty cold snap that sometimes involves the fluffy white stuff that shall not be named. And then it lasts for a couple days, and then we have a few more of it being in the 50s or whatever before, we get close to true winter. I don't have the list handy, but Indiana has something like 12 different seasons, and Illinois is too close. But it means, hey, all that stuff you were putting off that you wanted done by snow, it needs to be done. So I won't, my lovely wife will be hounding the guy who's supposed to do some work on the outside of our house who kept putting it off because of wind. That, well, now he gets to do it because of snow, or somebody else is going to do it. Expletive. And, the great sealing of windows and things is going on, which means we will be roasting in our house this coming week. Because, you see, it gets cold, our boiler turns on, and works effectively. However, anyone who knows a boiler, it does not turn off quick, and it does not turn back on quick. And I know that pretty soon the dread cold apocalypse will descend upon us again as per schedule. So I will need to have the boiler kind of running to keep things stable. Shenanigans abound. Donna, hey Donna, how are you? I like to think that you are wrapped up somewhere warm with like many cats and possibly a hot coffee, possibly with a nip of something to keep it spicy for you. Just enjoying your morning. Left over from the trip. That's right, folks. I'm drinking name brand pop. When does that happen? Still snowing? Ick, indeed. And hey, Fox, we were talking about you, Fox. I want you to know that. We were talking about you, Mandy and I, and a few people on chat, how wonderful you're doing, and how proud we are that you've come out of your shell and you stream so much and you show the cool things that you do. I consider that one of the great success stories of this program network universe because you really are doing great, and I am proud of you. I'm proud of that goofball husband of yours too, even though he's busy. So that's okay. Hey, Foxy. Tom's greeting Foxy. Carl's greeting Foxy. Don's saying, stop looks pretty clear, but either 174 WB westbound or I-74. I'm going to say I-74 has stopped traffic due to an accident, and I-74 eastbound is slowed due to the same. Jeez! Both happened in front of the rest stop. Yikes! Inigo continues to be good about medicine. Eardrops. Well, Inigo has all our love. Yikes! I hope April and Joe get through. An excellent Foxy. They probably go I-50 or 150. Cool. At least to Oakwood, which means they'll come out of on 74 west of the accidents. And this has been our traffic report here on WNTF. I really need to see if I can't get a little helicopter noise to go in the background. Strep is on my lap, purring happily to be an indoor cat today. I understand that. My cats, while loving to be indoor, were really interested in the very large rabbit that was right outdoor of my window. That bunny does not want to try to come into my house because I have far too many relatives who see that bunny and think stew. He looked up the window of my office and was, nope. And there's Joe Bachman, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Joe. The producer and arch techno mage. Arc techno mage or techno arc mage? I got to play with that one because that made my artistic the tingle. I know I'm getting more art ideas since I've let my antennas grow out. Anyway, I am not a cryptid. I just need to wear grounding strips everywhere I go. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Finally able to get the Indie CD music channel up and going on Kick last night. Rock on! Video killed the radio star. Sorry. Wow, yeah. Now I'm envisioning Joe as an 80s MTV host. I can see it. Yay! For now, we have a 24/7 music channel of Dan's music. Still got to add some of the other albums on there. Nice. Those who are interested, kick.com/indiecd-music. That sounds like it could be a good commercial to throw into rotation. Strip decided to sit on a sunbeam, so I have both hands again. Rock on. I will bookmark that. Joe, thanks. And for a lot of folks, watching on either Kick or Twitch has more impact financially than watching on, say, YouTube. So if you have the option, watching on one of those services may be better. Speak with the broadcaster of your choice for more information. Me, I'm just happy anybody is putting up with my shenanigans. Yeah, that was fun. We're going to work on that. I have several gestures that don't like my braces right now. And Joe says, if I'm feeling froggy later, I might try to set up stream elements to get it multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. We don't deserve Joe Bachman. I don't know how one of you guys had really, really good karma cashed in to get Joe doing all this. And I would never encourage people to plan something snazzy in thanks for him. but somebody who is capable needs to run with all this. Haha, deal with it. You will be praised, Joseph. My broseph. Anyway, Joe, thank you. Accountability, everything unpacked from the van from Halicon except 2 items. Woohoo! Yes, we did get that done. We did get the rig unpacked before the snow hit. I forgot that. That counts as accountability. Thank you. Found some clothes to donate considering the economy and current needs of others. And my current waistline may find more. That is incredible. I don't have an ad set up, but if you happen to be anywhere near me, I really want to shout out Glimmers of Hope, because they basically give clothes away free constantly to the Fowler community. And I believe they're doing a toy drive right now. I am planning something Nerf related and special for the kids. I may be doing a bit of a toy drive myself. We will see. I just have to do the things. Nick, you're being clear and concise again. I know, right? But that's what I want to see. I want to see folks reaching out and helping each other horizontally. Okay? What do I mean by that? I happen to know for a fact both Joe Bachman and the Witzmans and a few others do amazing things for people of our level. You get what I'm saying? Personally. Right now, a lot of personal charity is going to be needed. And as we get, especially when we get past the holiday season, when it's no longer profitable to encourage charity, folks are going to need help. If you have the means to help them, help others, do so. If you need help, accept it. And it's okay to need help in one field, but be able to help others in another field. True self-sufficiency is a myth, my friends. But we can try to do what we can with our skill sets where we can. I do a little bit. The folks I try to help do wonders. And let's be honest, I don't think I would be sane if I didn't have the ability to visit my my gamers at the library. I think I'd lose my mind. So let's keep going. More accountability. We did that. Did that. Kind of you, Carl. Need to go through and donate things I ain't squeezing my butt into anymore. Not the green room. You know what? That one, Carl, I'm going to go right there with you on that one and say that does warrant a full bird, not the green room. And I mean, I'm even going to turn the banner off. Guys, I know what you're thinking about, and you know what you're thinking about, but let's both all stop thinking about that and keep trucking. We won't, but we're going to think we should. There we go. Now, let me find where I was. LOL tries valiantly not to picture what he's picturing. Okay, wow, that's scary. That's almost verbatim. Now Churchill is sitting by strips and watching snowflakes. Oh, that sounds just exquisite. Aw. Need some hot chocolate, eh? Yes, after this stream, if you have any doubt that a large mug-like entity is going to be filled with hot chocolate, and you know what? We don't need this up. You guys can watch me. Ha-ha, I'm still here. You can't be rid of me that easily. With marshmallows, of course. They would play with the marshmallows. Oh, do you mean for me? Yes, for you. With all the stress, Dad Hallfield says, with this year's bought, I've had to buy shorter belts. I may be able to wear some of my old trousers from years ago. That may or may not be a good thing. We'll see. Well, since chocolate's not great for cats either, true. I usually go the other way, Dan. The more stress, the more me. There's just a lot to love right here. Charcoal, do you believe we used to live out there before we found Mom and Dad? My stress deprives me of time. Mm. Though, if Lynn keeps cooking for me, that may reverse. Food is good. I shall food when I am more awake. I actually, the Smart People Store, also known as Our Family Tree, which is a small resale kind of food shop in Fowler, Indiana, that is attached to Mary's Emporium in Watsika, had a deal on hard-boiled egg packs like you get from a gas station, and it was cheaper than buying uncooked hard-boiled eggs at a regular store. So I've been delighting in having access to ready-made hard-boiled eggs. And you go, before you, well, you have chickens. Yes, I have chickens. However, it is winter and they stop laying in the winter. So now I have access to other eggs. And I enjoy eggs because I enjoy having chickens, because I enjoy eggs. And Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Excellent. That means I've hit the 10 a.m. mark at just about a half hour in, which means I am right about on schedule, which means we need an ad. Let's do this one. I haven't run this one in a while.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on ndcd.org.
The weapon! The worst is the weapon. Parental interference is annoying. But people with weapons who should not have weapons is the worst. I say that every time I listen to that ad. But I love conventions. And I have a fondness for certain types of weaponry. Yes, in the near future, I get to crack the battery case open on this and find out if it's running on a bunch of regular batteries or if somebody got cute and hot swapped a lithium battery into there. Only way I'm going to find out is by cracking her open. And here we go. Headphone users beware. Slides like. Yes, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to this shenaniganry. If you want more quality content like art and enthusiasm and motivation to make it through your Monday, and, Nerf news. Churro! Snow is here, and Churro is here, and life is beautiful. How are you doing, my dear, dear, dear little Churro? Churro is here. Hey, Churro. Hey, Churro. Hey, Carl. Hey, Foxy. Hi, Donna. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, how you doing? You doing good? Oh, quick reminder, folks. Those of you who are unattached and looking, please beware the hobosexual. The hobosexual, not to be confused with Hobo, the beautiful cat whom we love. Hobosexual is an individual who suddenly finds attractiveness and attraction in people who have warm houses this time of year. All right? Although, us chunkier fellas get more appreciation this time of year. So, it has its ups, it has its downs. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Mr. Witzman. Good morning, Nick, and all. Happy Monday. First day back turned into a snow day. Woo! Woo! Hope everyone is safe and warm. I love that you got an extension. Oh, God, cat. I've met so many wonderful people that I just need to put in a room. And it's almost like I hold conventions. Because I think putting Kat and Churro and a few other people in a room. I'd love to get my friend Lauren, who I met, but I didn't get their contact information back, and like a few others. And like these things need to happen. Anyway, I'll have all the love in the world for you. You need to stay safe, my dear. And we need to figure out an exit strategy so that you can retire and do art and stay fluffy. Hi, Kat. Hey, Kat. Hi, Churro. Hi, Carl. Hey, Kat. When you hear that long inhalation, you know it's going to be a loud greeting. Safe for headphones now. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. And greetings for Foxy, and greetings for Kat, and greetings for Donna. And 2 braces today. Yes, because apparently this arm's been sprained and untreated for an indeterminate amount of time. This arm was severely sprained and not quite broken, but so I am dual bracing. That's right. Once again, I am on my villain arc. But what can I say? I make it look good. Morning all. Morning, Trey! All the love in the world. How are you, my dear? I hope you are having a fabulous one. And without any context, but because it's funny, I got a random message out of the blue that somebody wanted to send rope to your husband to have him tie me up for their amusement. I don't know why. There was no warning, no context, but I thought you'd both find that amusing. And everyone's greeting Trey. Everybody must greet Trey. Ranger's orange photo cats. Happy birthday to Grim. Yes. Oh, Grim's already been invited. It should be the one with all the swirly gobbledygook for the actual Discord. They have to make a Facebook so that I can actually put them in league with all of us. I have been working behind the scenes to get things done. Yes, happy latest anniversary. Thank you. And happy birthday to Grim. I hope Grim is watching. Hey, Trey. You know what? This year, it's kind of funny. It was a very sedate actual anniversary because with the convention not falling when it normally does, it normally falls on the weekend closest to our anniversary. But every 4 years or so, the convention rotates around and nukes Halloween. So we traditionally count doing the convention as part of our anniversary celebration, that being LodgeCon, which, oh my gosh, it's going to be a full 3 days, which means it's going to be 4 days for us because we'll get the setup day. Oh, so maybe I'll actually get to game. I say like I don't run so many games of BSR, it's ridiculous. So I'm excited. It means I have to get some stuff done. Woo! Anyway, but we did. We had a good time. Thank you very much. Happy adulthood, Grim. Happy anniversary. Yep, 23 years married, 25 years together. Because it took a couple months, and then I started dating her, and then I knew I was going to marry her the first time I saw her. I knew this, so yeah. Occasionally, I win. Accountability. Wrote a very, very short story last week. Needs to be yes, but it's amazing, and it can be done. And hey, Grim, belated birthday wishes. I hope Grim is showing up and watching things. If not, Churro, like, page Grim on the interwebs. That might be the oldest gray-haired thing I've ever said. Page Grim on the interwebs. You know what I mean. Hi, Dan. Accountability. Locked down and have finished. Committed to the book that I can finish writing first. The Teaching Warrior. Get her done. I want to promote it. I want to see you become an international bestseller and be famous world bound, and then have people go from that to go, oh my God, she's a phenomenal artist. And then, you know, husband of the rock and roll art goddess gets a bigger thing and gets, called to do an installation in the Smithsonian and things like that. That's what I want. Uh, I'd say I want your stuff to appear in the Louvre, but not till they fix their little security problem. Yay! Chris Walker, good morning, everyone. I hope that all of you had an enjoyable weekend. I also hope that you stay warm in this cold spell that is appearing across much of the country. Thank you, sir. I saw the shape of those clouds, and the weather pattern was very thump. How are you doing? I know you Southern boys don't take to this cold all that well. Hey, Chris. Nice cat. Hey, Chris. We got greetings for Chris. Chris is very popular. It's still in the 70s inside the house. That's right. That's where I am. Thanks, Carl. I am always watching. Me too. Woohoo! The birthday Grim is here. And do you guys realize how incredibly lurky that sounds? Don't know, but I love you both. And now, due to great discussion with Grim, I may have to refurnish my basement as a containment unit until I can find a proper forever keeper for the both of you, because y'all need. Okay, look, I cannot give you both morally gray shadow daddies for Christmas. I am sorry, that can't happen. It is outside of my purview. I might be able to find you moral, gray, but that's a little creepy too. So let's just go from here to here, because I did have a lovely video call with Grim. And child, and guess what? You're still going to be child. So yes, Grim, I'm speaking at you right now. For once, Churro's not in trouble. Child, you need help. The one slur should not be that attractive. Anyway, and I'm skipping the news and not creepy at all, Churro. Yeah, I understand that Churro is forever lurking, and it's not. I enjoy the attention. I'll take it at this point. And Carl Witzman says, hello, Xander. Xander says hi. Grim. Kat Rothenbell says hi, Xander. And Foxy says hi, Xander. Oh, okay. Got you. He says hi. That's why I was going to set it up for you before the stream. Give me a minute, bud. Okay. I never got anything done until I ditched the idea of perfect. Okay, that is too good a comment. So what we're going to do, we're going to say hi, Robin, because people do not know how much I have had love in my heart for Robin Yoda. Dear Lord. And while that's discussed, I'm going to run a brief ad where I go do some tech support. Yeah, Joe, I'm doing tech support. What could go wrong? Anyway, and that requires, let's say, the Somerton Man.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found the suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Hi. For 2 days, I had a question that was popped on my mind, and I was looking for a phrase, and it just hit me out of the blue. The term that was looked for is contributing to the delinquency of minors, and that's something you should not do. Anyway. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where are we? And yes, I never got anything done until I ditched the idea of perfection. It is, for me, it is the mix of desiring perfection and having an equal and opposite mortal fear of screwing things up. I am always afraid of making a big mistake. And I don't know why, because I make huge mistakes constantly. But occasionally I will walk right into that wall. Still, progress is being made, and that's all we can do. I like to play all my cards, face up so you guys can see what I'm up to. And hello, Robin. We have all the love in the world. And Churro. The quest for perfection is good, but never expect to hit it. I would never want it. Perfection to be boring and nightmarish. Hello, Robin. Robin. Hey, Robin. Want to drop in and say hi before I go have a day of pampering, hair and relaxing, maybe a movie. Ooh, that sounds delightful. I just realized that I need to redo the avatar of the Indie CD music channel. Need to find a good gradient to use. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm just getting this. Oh, God. This headache. Yeah. I love snow. Snow can be beautiful and lovely and romantic and delightful and magical. It also can be a colossal pain in the butt. And a lot of it depends on how much driving you're doing in the given situation. Oh, what's this? A positive review? What's this? Whatever shall I do? Nick, says Kat, the rock and roll art goddess whom I love. My mom got such a kick out of watching your show and your drawing last Wednesday. She got excited when you mentioned her and you read, "My mom and I are watching your show" comment. Well, your mom is always welcome to watch my art content. I do keep things pretty simple. And I take suggestions and at 2, Robin? At 2? Mine heart! Betrayed by one of my oldest of allies. Purple gradient is best. No one has ever mentioned me on TV before. Well, anyone who could give birth and raise someone as miraculous as you deserves all the praise in the world. Aw, how cute. I believe Michigan City got the most snow, but it may be LaPorte, some more, but not as much as coming later. That's what I heard. Oh my gosh. And Carlos, here we are on the weather report. Traffic here in Earl Park is, there goes a tractor, sideways. Why does it have Beetlebaum written on the side of it? That's an obscure reference. And hugs and warmth to all, taking my electric car to the salon. You are a goddess, and if you're still watching, which you're probably not, but we can try to catch up to you, they have a new deployable roof cover that will solar charge your car directly. They're really cool. Shall I call you Les now with some dude? If you like. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. A little role play never hurts. Oh my. Mm, mm, Foxy! Dang. Anyway, imagining turkeys falling from the sky. I just imagined them but fully roasted with little parachutes. Come to me. Anyway, both my doggies are sleeping on the couch. Aw, mentioning dawn again. Conjure, conjure, conjure. Wah, wah, wah. Doo, dawn, dawn, dawn. We'll see if that gets her. If not, the sunlight is so bright with all that snow. Scammers and spammers shall be punted for points. Yes, my pup is trying to be a lap dog. Tosses some almonds on the pile. Aw. And me and my cat Jigs are cuddled up in bed. I have a couple candles lit. Tried to get my other cat here, but he wanted to wander. Aw. That sounds utterly delightful, Churro. Utterly, utterly delightful. All 60 some pounds of him. Puppy! Churro, some cats are cuddlers, and some just want to patrol. The back of Glimmers is entirely free, as well as the pantry section for those in need. They also have a bunch of awesome trinkets and stuff. I have been volunteering quite often. I am so proud of you. Like, you are growing to be a truly wonderful young lady. I am genuinely proud of you, Churro. And I'm honored that you think of me the way you do. And my heart, it keeps my heart beating sometimes when the world is dark and my concerns are many. Knowing I'm well thought of by you and Grim and a few others does a lot to help. Yep. Big doggies always think they're small and vice versa. Truer words have rarely been spoken. Helping each other out horizontally? Not the green room. Sure. And Churro, be careful with cats and candles. My first cat set a recliner on fire. Oh no, cat! And you know, the heaviest that I ever I was in high school. Makes reunions neat. I was 5'5" and 127 pounds when I graduated high school. I gained a couple inches in college, and now my height fluctuates wildly depending on what joint is in place. And I am, let's see, trying to be less than twice the man I used to be. We'll put it that way. I had one that would sniff lit candles and curl up his poor whiskers. Aw, candles were way up on my dresser. They'd have to jump quite high, and frankly, my boy's too lazy for that. Oh, poor kitty. Uno was a very pause on everything. Uno, your first cat was named Uno. That is delightful. My only concern is the incense I burn. Ooh. Tell me that's not a song lyric. My only concern is the incense I burn. Yeah. That's some Amy Lee stuff. That's Evanescence coded. I am here for it. Little Amy Lee and Seether action. Oh, let's go 90s. Let's do this. He also once dyed his fur. I was doing my hair and he rubbed against me. He went around showing a red patch for months. Aw. When I used to climb my bookshelves to get to the D clock, the bird clock. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for playing my ad. That one was as much fun to write as it is to read. I bet. Partially red cat. He was a cream colored cat. I cleaned him off real fast so he wouldn't lick it in just a die, but man, that red patch showed up. One night, my hubby and I thought someone was breaking into our screen window. It was actually Uno breaking out. He was on the roof. Oh, cats are insanity covered in fur. Yes. We have a cat like that. He gets into everything and everything. What's his? Calvin and Hobbes. I love my people. Did you just tell me to page Grimm? Are you going to start running Doom next? If I didn't have something already planned for Thanksgiving and the now soon to be holiday game fair, I would turn levels of Doom into a D&D dungeon just encode all the monsters to fit basic fantasy just to be that guy. I remember playing Doom with my brother and Wolfenstein 3 or my fave. I just want to say now and forever, I will love the Wolfenstein games because there are very few things as satisfying as shooting a Nazi. Great minds. Who doesn't love that in games? That's Sophia's thing anyway. I'm good on my own. It's not as fun as when they're handed to me. Okay. Okay. One of the few times we got along properly, I was trying to beat the high score on the game. Dad got his copy from a friend, kept us busy for nearly 7 months trying to beat it. I love that. Oh, I love running your ads. Why is caps lock? Why is my caps lock locked on? Oh, fixed it. Happens. Crumbs. My cat would be the guest. Oh, project for the afternoon: vacuum keyboard and inside of computer. Yeah, I might have to do some of that. But I did get the bizarre Wi-Fi printer set up and realized I am completely out of regular print paper. I only have cardstock, so I have to get to acquire some print paper. High of today, 37 degrees. We'll be back up by, 65. This is the winter of warning. You enjoy it, and then it's over. Keyboard I usually put upside down and shake. That works too. Robin's right. Purple is fine. I'm an orange guy, obviously, but I have no problem with purple. It's the gradient. Purple is good. Oh. For some reason, Foxy saying purple is good and laughing like that is terrifying. And cleaning the inside of a computer is a great way to extend the life of a computer. Works great for keyboards too. Role play, less necessary. Paley quarters. Wow. Yes, Chris. Get the dusted cat hair out of there. I should get a can of air for my computer. Not enough room in there for a vacuum. It is slightly larger than a donut. Is it a mini computer, Foxy? I want to get one of those mini computers. My big doggy of 80 pounds is using my lap for a pillow. Oh, my mom named Uno. Well, that's adorable. Tell your mother we talked about her again, and we love the fact that she named a cat Uno. There are mini vacuums and attachments. Yeah. Might have to look for that because fur. Carl, if you can find a Spaceman Spiff figure to have near Calvin, oh, that's cool. We're at 43 right now. It feels colder. It's not giving me the number. It's just giving me literally a blue thermometer, and it feels colder now. Let me see if it can give me an actual temperature thing, or is it not? Good morning. Thank you. Oh, it is 27. And it looks like we have a high somewhere around 30. Yep. Nope. 27. Have mine hooked up to a TV screen. Cool. That's what I want to do. I miss a game of wizardry. Oh, my mini computer works really well. Unfortunately, last version was so buggy that wasn't really capable of being played at the end. That's sad. They're nice. I have mine hooked up to to a TV. That's what I plan to do with one of them. I've recently and accidentally jailbroke my laptop PC. It works well. Well, I will neither confirm nor deny that that is a beautiful thing. Let me run an ad, and you know what? If y'all want to sing along, we'll get musical in here.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And Chris Walker says 33 at the moment. And Carl says churro spanking incoming, not the green room, Carl. I am not commenting. I am not commenting. Nope. This is me, not. Nope. Chaos. Disrespect your surroundings. My surroundings disrespect me. Chair. Dun, 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 dun. Chair. Let's go. Let's go. Alrighty. We've actually blasted through this hour quick and easy. Made it look like professionals, folks. I know you have busy things to do. I know other people have busy things to do. So we're going to run a few ads. We're going to do a little bit of rappy. Happy belated birthday to Grim. See, Grim, people are eagerly waiting for you. Just happy to everyone else, especially Churro. Don't worry. We will take care of you and keep your spankings to a minimum. But Dawn just turned over in her sleep. See, terrifying, because that means Carl had to check his or two and wrap this bad boy up. I could actually click a button. Okay.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Did you go by? I bet. On. Don't. Her feline, fashionable feline onboarding ever. Let's get her squealing. A couple more ads to run. Nope. Why? Okay. Something is being shady. Hold on. There. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Choppy, so it's not necessarily hard. Just keep writing, keep drawing, keep. Okay. I love.